seed to seal guarantee. And I'll talk about why I'm here. Ask us why they're here. And this is why I thought we could print this out for John.
Oh, sure.
So John can be somebody to say something. And this is, I just put an example.
Yeah.
I'm always tired of running to the store for cough and cold remedies. A friend uses essential oil, so I thought I'd see how this could help me. Great. That's, you can say, oh, that's the reason a lot of people use the oils. We'll actually touch on a few of those. And that actually leads us into the 3 ways you can use the oils. So you'll see the next slide that kind of breaks down what these 3 ways are. And then I can talk about diffusing. We can both talk about topically and your dietary. I mean, this is all pretty self-explanatory.
No, but this is good to go through.
The only drag is you can't see this stuff really that well, but we'll be able to see it on that screen and we basically know everything. Okay.
Oh, look, we're missing a page. How inconvenient. There's probably a page in between, right?
No.
There really isn't?
No.
You sure? Okay.
Yeah.
Usually it likes to Hey guys, so we are here to chat with you about essential oils.
Hi.
This is Kara, I'm Michelle. And we wanted to showcase 6 of our favorite oils. 3 single oils and 3 oils that are blends. So a single oil is something that is just its own thing, like lemon, and a blend is something like Thieves that has many different oils within its own blend.
Yeah. And we really got into this particular brand of oils called Young Living. Those are the specific oils that we're going to tell you about today. So in the presentation that you guys can follow along with us, you're definitely going to see on the second slide just some details about Young Living that obviously we do not claim to be any health experts, that we are just here kind of giving our opinions on how these oils have really helped us.
Absolutely. Great, so let's go to the next slide. So let's jump in. So why are you guys here tonight? Why are we here? What are we doing? So I'll start by telling you why I'm here. So I'm here because I started getting into the oil journey.
Can we stop and do this
can we
over?
just start over?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So when you get to this slide, this is when you're gonna go over like, all right, guys, this is what you're gonna learn tonight.
You're gonna learn tonight.
Hey everybody, I'm Kara.
And I'm Michelle.
And we are here tonight to tell you more about essential oils, things that you might not know about essential oils in 30 minutes or less.
30 minutes.
30 minutes or less. We're really going to focus on these oils we've been using through this company called Young Living. So if you take a look at your presentation, you guys, please follow along with us. Jump over to slide 2, just so we can cover this kind of obligatory disclaimer for you.
Of course, we just want to let you guys know that, of course, we're not doctors and we're not trying to, diagnose disease. We're not trying to cure disease. So if you'll just take a quick look at that obligatory reminder on slide 2, we'd really appreciate that. And we'll move on.
Yeah, I think we gave you about 2 seconds to check that out.
Yeah.
But let's dive into what we're going to do tonight, right? If you check out slide 3, what you're going to learn tonight is why we're here and why you're here. You're going to learn 3 ways to use the oils. Featured oils, we're really going to highlight ones that we love a lot, that we think you'll love just as much as we do. And then we'll kind of walk through how you can get a starter kit if you're ready to kind of learn about the oils like we are.
Sounds great. So let's dive in. Let's go to the next slide, which is going to be, okay. So let's talk about Young Living. So why did we get into this? I'll tell you why I got into it. I am obsessed with tea, and I really wanted to blend my own Earl Grey tea. I feel like every Earl Grey tea is not Earl Grey-ish enough for me. So I wanted to find some bergamot oil. Bergamot is the scent that, is what makes Earl Grey tea Earl Grey.
Right.
So I was on a mission to find a bergamot scent that I could actually ingest that was generally safe. What was it called? Generally, oh my gosh, I'm totally forgetting.
Safe to consume?
No, generally regarded as safe.
Generally regarded that was the next thing I was going to say.
Yes. So I came along, a handful of companies, because they're sort of different grades of essential oils. There's the stuff that you see at a Whole Foods. There's stuff that, even the higher level stuff at Whole Foods is called organic. And then there's therapeutic essential oils, and therapeutic essential oils are the most pure, most amazing, essential oils that you can get. And of course, all of the ones that were, safe for consumption were all therapeutic grade. And so in going through all of this, I fell in love with the Young Living set of oils. And so that's what we're going to talk about tonight. But that's how I got into it.
Well, that's great. Well, I did not really want to be involved in the oils when I first heard about them. I have one sister, and she got really into these oils after she had her first baby. She wanted to kind of wipe out any chemicals in the house, which was great for her. I wanted her to have her own little hobby. It wasn't until I think she'd been using them for 3 months. I went over for dinner, and I had just gotten a manicure, and the manicure didn't work out so well. My finger had blown up to 3 times its size. It hurt so bad. I didn't know what to do for it. And my sister said, well, why don't we use some lavender oil for that? Which I thought was so weird, because I only knew lavender oil as something to help you fall asleep. But I was willing to try anything because it was that painful. And sure enough, after about 2 hours, my finger had gone down to its original size. So at that point, I'm like, all right, tell me more about these oils. And I really kind of wiped out my medicine cabinet and got this starter kit that my sister told me about that we're going to get into more later. But it was these 11 oils and so much to take in. But it came with a diffuser and some other great things. And it's really changed my life a lot. So I'm really loving getting to know more ways to use them and kind of sharing those ideas with Michelle and my other friends that are into it.
Absolutely. And the reason that I chose Young Living too, and I think you did too, is because they have this seed to seal guarantee. There are a lot of other companies that are, not a lot, but a handful of other companies that produce therapeutic essential oils. But what's nice about Young Living is they have control of the product from its seed to the seal of the bottle. And that was something that just made me feel more comfortable. It wasn't being sourced all over the world. I mean, they do have, certainly have lavender plants in other parts of the world where lavender grows really well, but they also have their specific farms. And it's nice to know that they're able to control it all the way through.
Right. So that's the reason why we got into essential oils. And I'm sure you're here because maybe you've used oils before, or you just really want to learn more about something specific.
Yeah.
So we want to hear from you guys. So please, since this is a webinar, kind of type in any questions that you have. Tell us why you showed up tonight.
Yeah.
And I think, it looks like we have someone typing something in right now.
Okay.
Okay, it looks like this is Jessica, and she has a lot of issues with colds, and it looks like allergies. I mean, that's pretty common. I feel like that was an issue I had.
Yeah.
I've been taking Zyrtec for I don't even know how long.
Yeah.
So great question, Jessica. We're definitely going to cover some more details on that.
Yeah, we'll actually get into that a lot when we showcase the oils that we're going to showcase tonight. But yeah, guys, please bring the questions in because we'll make sure to cover everything that you, have questions. Oh, here's another one from Mary. She's asking about that she gets pain in her elbows at night. Wants to know if there's something that is, that's good for that.
Oh.
Okay, great. Yeah, we'll talk about aches and pains as well.
Well, I think that's a pretty good segue to jump into the next slide.
Absolutely.
And we can start featuring the 3 ways that you can use the oils, right? So we did mention the starter kit. That's really kind of the best way to start integrating the oils into your life. And the starter kit comes with a diffuser. So this is one of my favorite ways to use the oils. You can use this diffuser to blend some oils together and kind of, let them aromatically affect you. So you're going to notice on your slide, you guys, we've kind of put some ideas of how to blend these oils. Two of my favorite blends are kind of like an energetic blend. I do peppermint and lemon to kind of help wake me up in the morning. And then at nighttime for sleeping, I definitely like to use lavender and this blend of peace and calming. So that's one way you can use it, you guys, diffusing and using it kind of aromatically. Another way you can use it is topically.
Topically, yes. So two different ways. So you can use it neat or diluted. Neat is when you just take an essential oil straight out of the bottle and pop it on your skin or on whatever part of your body that you're, trying to get some help with. That is neat. And if you're doing diluted, you are mixing your essential oil with a carrier oil. And here are some examples of some carrier oils. You've got your extra virgin olive oil and coconut oil, also vitamin E oil, grapeseed oil, jojoba oil, especially jojoba or coconut if you're going to use it on your face. I wouldn't use olive oil on my face.
Although it is really good for hands.
Yeah, and actually my future mother-in-law was talking about how she's using olive oil on her face and she loves it. So
there you go.
Who knows?
Yeah, always use a carrier oil, you guys. One drop of this stuff goes a really, really long way. You may look at these bottles and think, it's a really small bottle. How am I going to use this? So we can't stress enough that a little goes a long way.
A little does go a long way. Yes, and then another way that you can use them, where's my little guy, is internally. So you can take, say, lemon as an example. You can take a drop of lemon and put it into a glass of water, or you can take this little guy, which I just got at Whole Foods, and it's just a gelatin capsule. You can also get vegetarian ones if you're vegan or vegetarian and don't want gelatin. And so you take a little bit of the olive oil. Oh, I think I've gotten pretty good at this. Oh. No, I'm not good at this anymore.
That's okay. I don't think they can tell.
But you get the idea. So put a little bit of olive oil in there, and then you can take a drop or two of whichever essential oil it is that you're using. Pop the cap back on, like so. And there is your fill. And that's how you take it internally. And what's great about these guys is if you're using an oil that you don't like the scent of, you don't like the taste of, but you want it to help with whatever it is that ails you.
Great. So we're going to move on to the next slide, kind of dive into what kind of oils you guys can get. And we've kind of picked 3 that we just use a lot. And they are also featured in your starter kit that you can get at the end of the presentation.
Yeah. So first we'll start talking about peppermint. As you can see, it's so great for so many different things. One thing that I don't see on the list that I'm just going to showcase is headaches. I really love peppermint for headaches. Just kidding. It's totally on the list. So I'm going to showcase it even more because it's on the list. But so I like peppermint for headaches. I love it for aches and pains. For headaches, what I do is just take a couple of drops and dab it on my temples or on whatever part of my head is in pain. For sinus headache, I like to take that and actually some lavender too, blend them together, and then kind of swipe them across my face like that.
Oh, so magical. Nice. I love peppermint too. It's amazing. Well, the next oil you'll see we have there, lavender. Obviously, you guys know a little bit about lavender, I'm sure, much like when I first got into these oils, I thought it was only used to kind of calm you down. But this oil, you guys, it's like magic in a bottle. It can be used for so many things that I never, ever would have thought of in a million years. One that we wanted to tell you about tonight, I actually started getting a sty on my eye, which is real embarrassing. Because if you don't know what that is, it's like a big giant zit on your eyelid. And I had gone to this group that we have, all of us who have these oils, to ask if there was anything that could help get rid of it. And several people wrote back and said lavender right underneath the eye bone here. And sure enough, the sty was gone in about 3 days. And I went to a doctor too, and he thought I'd had this thing for like 2 weeks. So he was pretty surprised himself. So that's just one really kind of random use you wouldn't think of amongst these other reasons you see listed on the slide.
Absolutely. Yeah. And the next one there is the lemon, which is one of my favorites. I have lemon in my bag at all times. I am sort of an acid reflux sufferer.
Me too.
And so I'm constantly having acidic problems. And what lemon is great for and lovely for is it alkalizes your body. And the whole point of the oils is to rebalance the body. Mm-hmm. So what's nice about taking something that seems like an acid, but ends up what's the word I'm looking for? It ends up becoming alkaline once it digests as, there's a word for that. I can't think of what it is. The point is, when it goes into your body, metabolizes, that's the word. It metabolizes as an alkaline product as opposed to an acidic product. So, so I love lemon for that. I keep it in my purse instead of carrying Rolaids or instead of carrying my Lanta or something like that, which I was doing for years. So, that's one of my favorite uses.
And all three of these oils combined, I actually use them every single morning. For my allergies, I know we had who was asking? Yeah. I think Jessica was asking about allergies. So I combine peppermint, lemon, and lavender neatly, like we discussed, like behind my ears every single morning, and it's completely knocked out my allergies. There are other things you can use for allergies, but this is a great combo for me that seems to really be working. Yeah,
I've heard that works. Also, Mary wanted to just speak to your aches and pains that you were talking about. Peppermint is really lovely for aches and pains, particularly because it has this penetrating quality. So it is very intense. So you do want to use it with a carrier oil. I like to mix it with a coconut oil or a jojoba, depending on which part of my body. It doesn't really matter. You can use jojoba any part of your body, actually, whatever you have around. But yeah, just take a little bit of that and rub it into this, the part of your body that's causing you pain, and that will help a lot. And there'll be another oil in a second that will help you with pain as well.
So you guys can see from that slide, these oils have a lot of similar uses to each other. So, you can use them, like we said, whatever makes sense for you. That's why we wanted to list all these different ways to use them, right?
Yeah, because, it's like different strokes for different folks. I mean, some people love, peppermint for pain, and some people just don't find that it does anything, but wintergreen really works for them. So it just, you kind of have to test with your body to see what it is that, works for you.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
Well, we've talked about like blending some oils together, but let's talk about blends that we don't have to because it's already blended for us.
Let's go to the next slide.
All right. So on the next slide, guys, you're going to see our featured blends for this presentation. The first one we're going to talk about is purification. I mean, and it is what it sounds like. It is really kind of purifying things in your life, getting rid of bloating, infections, helping with cuts, even acne. Like, think about all that dirt and grime that can get on your face. That purification can kind of help kill it. So we want to tell you just what's in it really quickly so you can understand what's involved in a blend. So this one has citronella, lemongrass, lavender, rosemary, tea tree, and myrtle essential oils. I don't even know what half those oils are. I don't know. Yeah. But this is really great. I use this for my car. I have like it's literally just a little spray bottle with some water, and I've added, I think, like 6 or 7 drops of purification. So when my car gets stinky, which I'm not a stinky person, just for the record, but when I like maybe eat in the car or I get in and it's been a few days, or if someone, like a passenger, was in the car.
Why are you gesturing toward me?
I totally didn't even mean to do that, dude. I'm really sorry.
You're totally gesturing.
But it's great to spray it around, and it just kills that smell. And I also have a friend I work with. She's obsessed with purification. She has 2 boys under the age of 11. And a husband and 2 dogs. And she uses it a lot to kind of help kill those odors.
Yeah, I actually take a drop of it and pop it into my laundry with each load. I either use that or the lemon. And I got to tell you, it's like revolutionized my laundry.
It's pretty great.
Pretty amazing. Yeah. And also, like, just back to your what you're saying about in the car, I've seen a lot of people, and I haven't done this myself, but I've seen a lot of people talk about taking a cotton ball and putting something like purification, like a drop on it. Exactly. Putting it in a vent. So for your car, for your home,
for your shoes.
For your shoes. Oh, that's such a good idea.
My closet smells weird, dude. And I put some cotton balls in my shoes to make it feel good.
That's a really good idea. Okay. Yeah, let's do that later. So the next one we're going to talk about is Thieves, which is fantastic.
Definitely fave.
I think that this is sort of like the holy grail of oils. I feel like it's the most magical blend. Although I don't know that that's fair because there's so many. Anyway.
This is up there though.
It is definitely up there. What does Thieves have in it? So let's see. Thieves has clove bud oil, lemon peel oil, cinnamon bark oil, eucalyptus leaf oil, rosemary oil. And yeah, that is it. And so the whole history of Thieves is kind of interesting actually too, because it became famous because of these French gypsies that were going around and stealing from people during the Black Plague. And what was so interesting about it is they're stealing from people who were dying of the plague, but they were never getting sick. And so, of course, like word got around, like how are these people surviving the plague? And it was this amazing blend of oils. So it's become something that is to, to boost your immunity, to help,
kill bacteria.
Yeah, kill bacteria, exactly. Kill the cold, common cold, all of that stuff, which is really nice.
You see a lot. I mean, we probably could have gone on and on with bullet points, you guys, of the different ways that you can use Thieves. What's your favorite way?
I actually really love to clean with it. It's not only like a lovely scent, especially this time of year, we're like all preparing for the holidays, and it sort of smells like pumpkin pie and a Christmas tree, right? Yeah,
definitely.
Like pumpkin pie and a Christmas tree.
I think it's like the clove and the cinnamon together. Yeah, it smells pretty awesome.
And then but then there's rosemary in there, which is so interesting, and it kind of makes me think of like a Christmas tree. It's very odd, but I really love it, and like it's just very warming. It makes me think of like some chai tea or something too. Like I want to do this with it right now. I'm cuddling up with it. I don't know why.
Yeah, remember the other day we had some friends over. We were making some stuff with the oils, and she had a nasty cold sore.
Yes.
Really nasty.
Yes.
And she put some Thieves on, and about an hour later, she felt a huge, huge difference. So a lot of good uses for that.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, it will burn like hell when you put it on a cold sore, but it's because it's working. Yeah, that's pretty amazing. And actually, I did that recently, and what I loved about it is it kind of it numbed the area too, because when you get a cold sore, like it's from like biting your lip or something, and you're like, oh, I'm never gonna get this stupid thing. Like I can't stop the feeling of it, But it really did numb it, kind of like an Anbesol or something, which is kind of nice.
Yeah, it's great. And let's see, the last featured blend that we have is Panaway. And I mean, you can kind of see from everything listed there, it's really great for aches and pains, tissue damage, swelling, bruising. And that contains like all those kind of menthol-y oils, like wintergreen, helichrysum.
Which one?
How do I pronounce that?
I don't know.
Something like that.
Yeah, we're going to say helichrysum.
Clove and peppermint. So this is a really great one to put on topically because, the skin, your skin is the biggest organ in your body, right? So when you guys use the oils neatly topically, it absorbs through your skin and can really penetrate where those aches and pains are. This is a really great one. I love, love, love taking baths with Epsom salts. And you can put a few drops of Panaway in a cup of Epsom salts and then throw it in your bathtub and just sit and relax.
Enjoy.
Maybe have a glass of wine.
Ooh, a glass of wine.
That's pretty magical.
Or maybe like a chai tea.
Yeah. And it's also really great. My my grandma is, she's such an amazing crocheter and quilter. And she's developed a lot of really bad arthritis.
Oh, wow.
So the Panaway has been really great for her with those aches and pains in her hands and her wrists.
Yeah. So Mary, here's another one too, just to point out for the aches and pains. When Panaway was the blend that I was referring to before. That is one that's formulated basically for aches and pains too.
Yeah.
And that comes in the starter kit, I believe, too, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. All these oils.
Actually, all of these oils. Yeah. All the oils do. So yeah, let's head on to the next slide. So as you can see, you guys, the uses are totally endless, and we're just skimming the surface on all of this stuff. There really is so much more to tell you. We're creating a whole, YouTube channel of videos, different shorter videos to sort of give you like quick snippets if there's something specific that you're looking for. So feel free to take a look at that, and we will, for sure follow up with a link to those when they're all posted.
Yeah, we just don't want to overwhelm you guys with all these amazing uses that we've used them for, that we've talked to friends that they've used them for. I mean, I know that just kind of to give you guys something maybe you would never think
Mhm.
you could use the oils for, I had a really bad ant problem, and I used the peppermint oil.
Mhm.
Gone.
I've heard of
The
this.
ants,
Yeah.
I don't know, they must be like repelled by the smell. It didn't
Mhm.
like kill them, but they must be repelled by it. And we got rid of them in a day.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's a whole list of specific to gardening oils, so I don't have them in front of me, but that's a great example, excuse me, of something that you just wouldn't think an essential oil would help with, which is so amazing.
I mean, is there one that you feel like you were completely shocked you could use an oil for?
Yeah, actually, okay, so this is a different one than we've been talking about, but Valor. Valor is supposed to sort of boost your self-confidence, make you feel great for the day. And what's random about it is it also helps with snoring. And so, so I love it because my sweet fiance snores really loudly. And I love him and want to sleep next to him, but he snores. So what I do is I take a few drops of the Valor with a carrier oil, say a coconut oil or olive oil, something like that. Mix it together just in my hands, and then I just brush the bottom of his feet with it, and it's great. It really brings the snoring down.
I don't have a snoring problem, but if my boyfriend starts doing that, he's gonna wake up smelling like Valor.
He might, and it actually smells really good. And it's blue, which is really fun. It smells really good. It's like comfort. I can't place the smell. That's what's fun too. Like the smells are really fun. You really get into sort of like opening the bottles and being like. It's really, I don't know.
And you'll smell really good when you walk out of the house.
You do. People are always like, what are you wearing? What's that perfume? And you're like, oh, it's it's like no big deal.
Well, you guys, we could talk about these oils all night.
We could.
And we definitely want to value your time and the time that you spent with us. So now that we've kind of told you about all the ways that we use the oils, we'd love you guys to kind of take the opportunity to use them too.
Yeah.
So if you move on to the next slide, you can see how you can start your oil journey with us.
Absolutely. And here's what comes with the starter kit here. So you'll see lavender, peppermint, the lemon that we talked about. So all three of those we talked about: copaiba, frankincense, thieves, purification, RC, digest, pan away, and stress away. You also get a diffuser, which you'll see on the right-hand side of the screen. And that's great. It's so fun because you really can try all these different combinations. And we'll actually even give you guys a PDF to go home with where Kara's, given a bunch of fun combinations for the diffuser, which are lovely. And then also with the starter kit, you get these rollers, which are great, the roller filament. And that's just in case you want to make one of your bottles into a roller. You can
apply directly to your skin.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. It's just a fun way to apply it. The 10 sample packets are great. You can give them away to friends or family. So you have it's got like maybe 3 or 4 drops of say peppermint or lavender, and you get like a little, a little bounty of them. I think you get 10 of them. And what else we get? Love it, share it, sample oil. Oh yeah, these are great. So you get these tiny little bottles where you can either make blends or you can just share a few drops or something with friends. That sort of thing.
Or just keep them in your purse, you guys. These are tiny versions, so you can keep them in the, when you're a lady, you have that fancy little side pocket in your purse. And if you're a guy, you have a man purse, I think.
You have a man bag.
Totally.
It's a man thing. And then the Ninja Red, I don't have a ton of experience with that. I only have used what was in my kit, but it's kind of like an energy drink, and it's just really lovely on the go.
Really tasty.
Yeah, super tasty. Yeah, so it's fun to try that.
So guys, this is your starter kit. And like I said before, I mean, when I got into this, it was just the lavender that made me a little more interested. I really did wipe out my medicine cabinet and made this investment. And to be honest, I still have 3 or 4 oils nearly all left.
Right.
And I got this back in March.
Yeah, I definitely have at least a third of mine, and I make a lot of stuff with them. I make lots of lip balms and bath salts and all kinds of cool stuff, deodorant. So, and I still have quite a bit left.
So how can we get this kit, Michelle?
Well, Kara,
should we move on to the next slide?
Let's move on to the next slide, and then we can tell them. So what's great about the kit is that it is only around $160, depending on which diffuser you want to get. But really what you're getting is like a $400 value with these oils, mean, the frankincense in there alone is worth about $50. You know, you get a 15 milliliter bottle of frankincense for $73, and that 5 milliliter bottle, if you were to try and buy it on Amazon, would be somewhere around $50. So that alone, you know, is worth a third of your kit, which is amazing. You know, and there's no obligation to buy beyond the starter kit, which we have there, and there really isn't. It's great, you know, if you want to spend $50 a year to keep buying at the wholesale price, like a Costco card, then you can. You definitely don't have to. And what's great about buying from us is you have our support when you need it. So if you have questions, you know, you want to understand how to use an oil properly, you know, what is a carrier oil? I don't understand. I don't, you know, what's this? We have a Facebook group that we're part of, which is great. You can go straight to and ask questions to, you know, a bounty of people, and someone will answer you in minutes, which is really nice, you know, because it's really such a large group. And of course, we're available to help you with whatever questions you have as well. We have monthly emails, and we'll also send you the quick reference guide that I was talking about before, where Kara talks about the diffusion recipes that she has too.
Yeah, just different things to try when you're starting out.
Yeah, so.
And then finally, you guys can see the number 5 there. If this is something that you feel like you want to make it a business like we have, we can definitely give you more information on that.
Absolutely. Yeah, and let's see. Looks like we have a few minutes for questions. We can probably take one. Let's see.
Yeah, just one question.
So yeah, we'll take one question. So let's see who's got.
Oh, someone is asking us about cedarwood oil.
Okay, this is interesting.
That's definitely one that we did not highlight. It doesn't come in the starter kit, but the great thing is, and you guys should know, we haven't emphasized it, you can buy these oils a la carte. You can go on and buy additional oils. This is one that someone gave me. I didn't know anything about it, and I'm kind of obsessed with it now. I use cedarwood for my anxiety. I know you guys, but like the Sunday night before the work week, I'm just, it's too much for me.
Yes.
So I do 1 drop of cedarwood in my hand every morning, rub my hands together, and do like 5 deep breaths.
It's really
nice. Kind of like my meditation, I guess, every morning. But cedarwood is also great for, I know it's great for eczema.
For thinning hair.
It's good for skin.
Breathing problems too. So I have to try it on my friend who has really bad asthma. I'd love to try it on her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's a great question. I'm glad someone brought that up.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, you know, the question was, my mom uses cedarwood oil sometimes, but you didn't talk about that. Is that a good one to have? So yeah, we just wanted to say, yes, it is. And, you know, like she said, you can buy them singularly, or also once you buy the kit and you're exploring those, you can add other oils as you go, whatever you want to do.
Keep trying new ones.
Yeah.
Well, you guys, if you want to get the kit, don't worry. We're going to follow up with everyone tonight individually. We definitely want to make sure that we answer all of your questions, and we'll provide a link so that you guys can purchase your kit today. So I know we're just jumping to the last slide here, just to give you a little tease, because we know you want some of this, right? Thank you so much, you guys, for joining us tonight.
Yes, thank you guys so much. And if you have any questions, please reach out. We'll be sending an email tonight with the quick reference guide that we were talking about, and of course, all the information on getting the starter kit.
Thanks again.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.